congratulations to our science.
We're live.
Okay. Welcome to this national championship match for the National Science Week for the Junior Varsity Division for 2025. I'm David Patton, founder and executive director of International Academic Competitions. Justin McKinney and my father will be keeping score. I'll be doing the reading. 35 questions in this round. Magic number is 40 to take home the national title, utilizing, as always, the 6543 -2 -1 registration scoring system that we have in our national championships playoffs. As soon as they're set, we will begin. We will, every 5 questions, take a quick breather to make sure everybody's on sync. But they will be doing that as we go. Okay? Oh, that we need here? Oh, okay, so we have a tiebreaker? You just did a tiebreaker? Okay, then are we good? We good to start? Okay, everybody stays right on the scoreboard, right? Last name, sorry? S-A-M-I. McKinney, just for optics sake, if you can maybe decrease the font size for each kid so we can just get each name on one line.
Yeah.
You good?
We'll try to do that for maximum size.
Okay, let me make sure my cell phone is off. Why don't you do that? All of you.
No recording of any kind, thank you. As much as you may want to.
We will have this posted on the live stream, so it's really on the website. The live stream, so it's really good. Need your own recording. Select players. Let's begin. Toss up 1. Good luck. Are we good to start, or do we need?
I just need to change the stop.
Okay, we will.
They sent me the Varsity. Okay, they sent me the. I was happy to get what we did. There we go.
Okay, maybe do full screen.
Yeah, let's do that. Is that better?
Yeah, good enough. All right, let's start. Good luck, players. Awesome. A ladder operator symbolizes A, and name for this process is used to decrease the eigenstate of a quantum harmonic oscillator by annihilation. 6 points to start us off. Over the data. Toss 2. This disease has caused local extinction of species such as the northern long-eared myotis by causing abnormal arousal from hibernation. This condition affects animals of the order Chiroptera across North America, often prompting the closure of caves and caverns. This condition is caused by infections from the Pseudokindoascus. White nose disease, yes, is correct. For 5 points over to Andrew on that disease that impacts. Sorry, Nathan has 6.
Okay, it's backwards. My apologies.
Okay. All right. We're good? On toss 3. Okay. Work. Thank you. Toss 3. These functional groups are made from allylic alcohols using a diethyl tartrate ligand and a titanium catalyst in a reaction named for berry sharpness. The privileged reaction for producing these functional groups goes through a so-called butterfly mechanism. Neg2, treating an alkene with a peroxy acid such as MCBPA will produce
and ester?
prompt.
Epoxide?
That's good for 5 points. Nice pass. Toss 4. This company designed an extension called Giselle in order to allow for executing Java bytecode, which can operate alongside a compressed phone instruction set. This company designed security extensions that contain the ability to switch between worlds called Trust Zone. This company creates designs.
McAfee.
Number 2. Creates designs for microcontrollers and real-time controllers featuring their Cortex cores. For the points, name the semiconductor computer company that developed CPU designs. Make 2. CPU designs used in most phones and was formerly known as Advanced.
TSMC.
No, that's 3, right? Yeah. Make 2 there. You're going for ARM Holdings. ARM. Advanced Risk Machines. Toss 5. A mechanism developed by this man describes the oxidation of nitrogen into NOx compounds. 6 points, nice buzz. Verify the scores.
Yeah, 11 for Andrew, 6 for Nathan, 3 for Anirudh, -2 for Jai, Sean, and Sammy, and 0 for everybody else.
Okay, toss 6. This process produces erythrospore phosphate, which serves as a precursor to aromatic amino acids such as tryptophan. The non-oxidative phase of this pathway involves a series of isomerization, transalkylase, and transketolase reactions, while its oxidative phase
Glycolysis, phosphorylation.
Make 2. While its oxidative phase produces 2 molecules of NADPH from a single unit of glucose 6-phosphate. -2. Running parallel to glycolysis. That is correct for 4 points. Yes. Over to Sean. Toss 7. 4 points. 4 points. Adam's catalyst contains the dioxide of this element, which turns black and becomes catalytic when exposed to hydrogen. A square planar cis complex. Platinum. Nice bet. 6 points. Toss 8. This scientist described his studies of Muriel Bristol's tea-tasting abilities in his book, The Design of Experiments, which also includes his exact test for analysis of contingency tables. The variance of the score equals a type of statistical information gained for this scientist. This man developed a class of statistical models that analyze differences in means for more than 2 groups, which is the ANOVA family of tests. For the points, named this British geneticist. Fisher is correct for 4 points to Sammy. 9. Bonding in some molecules with this property can be described using the Pimentel-Rundle or 3C4E model. NXL notation describes molecules with this property, such as Guess-Martin periodinene. Molecules with this property include noble gas compounds and compounds like phosphorus pentachloride and sulfur hexachloride. For the point, molecules made up. Molecules made up of main group elements are described by what property when they have more than 8 electrons in valence shells? Time. This is hypervalence or hypervalent. Also 10, we'll verify. This point for the solar system is the origin of the International Celestial Reference System. For the Earth-Moon system, this point lies. No, thank you. This point lies approximately 4,700 kilometers from Earth's center. Say again?
Center
Prompt.
Center of momentum.
No, thank you. Very center. Got it in Nathan for no, 6 points left. Okay, let's verify.
I've got 12 for Nathan, 7 for Andrew, 6 for Sammy, 3 for Anirudh, -2 for Jai, Sunanda, and Darsh, and 0s for the rest.
Check. Okay, toss 11, good luck. To collect fauna from this region, researchers use a type of sled with a mesh net, which includes a Sherman variety for rough terrain. Organisms in this ecological zone. Prompt. That's it for 6. Good. 12. This language family's x86 variant uses registers like EAX and EBX, while its instructions include MOV for data transfer and JNP for control flow. Programs written in this language family can directly manipulate the stack pointer and perform bitwise operations using opcodes. RISC architecture simplify this language family's instruction set. For the point, need this low-level programming language family that corresponds directly to machine code.
Assembly.
3 points. Plus 13. In one genus, a type of these genes called deformed is involved in regulating Reaper genes. 6. Nice. Plus 14. William Morris Davis criticized the namesake of these phenomena for not accounting for how an unbalanced flow can turn into geostrophic equilibrium. This phenomenon is contrasted with the polar type and one named for William Ferrell, which is for 5. Toss 15. A version of this algorithm that uses a Fibonacci heap improves to big O of E plus V log V runtime. The similar Bellman, Ford, or A-star algorithms can be used in place of yes, or 6. Sean. Okay, that's another 15. Scores look good.
They do.
Okay, close the door. Okay, 16. A formalism describing this phenomenon uses area functions to patch together two solutions at turning points in the WKB approximation. This phenomenon explains 6 points. 17. The drug tunicamycin blocks a form of this process that targets asparagine residues using a lipid template. Another 6. Good. 18. Changing this quantity can be done by adding barium chloride and sulfuric acid in McFarland standards. This condition can be found using the Jackson-Campbell method, and it can be measured using formicin nephelometric units. In bodies of water, a disc with alternating black and white. Good for 5. 19. Examples of these things labeled with the letters A through K are part of the set name for Fraunhofer.
Lines.
Fraun. There you go, 6. 40 is the magic number. 20. Movement proteins were first discovered in studies of this virus. Chemist Wendell Meredith Stanley shared a Nobel Prize for being the first to crystallize this virus. Rosalind Franklin. 5. Sean, extending his head. I think we said 20.
Oh, you're right, so it's 29.
Yeah, 29. Okay. All right, and that is 20. Everything look good. Otherwise,
Give me a second, I believe so. Yes, indeed.
yes. Okay, 21. Good luck. Quasi-periodic sudden relaxation events and drop-offs in temperatures within these devices are known as their sawteeth. These devices rely on both an internal electric current and a powerful external magnetic coil, unlike a stellarator. These devices took them out. Good for 5. 22. Materials with this property contain phases named for lasagna, spaghetti, and gnocchi. Time. Gnocchi are known as nuclear pasta. Matter with this property, degenerate, yes, is good for 6. Sean, potentially 2 away. 23. 2 sigma bond and pi bond are created in the inverse electron demand form of this reaction, which may involve heteroatoms. A form of this reaction between cyclopentadiene and maleic anhydride favors its endo configuration with electron withdrawing groups pointed inwards and is used to produce derivatives of cyclohexene. For the points, need is 4 plus 2. Diels Alder is good for 4. 37. Okay, careful on this one. I need to prompt you if I need something more specific. The ribidistia group of this clade involved a limp heart to circulate bodily fluids. The evolution of this clade is explained by Alfred Romer's shrinking waterfall hypothesis. This clade is defined by the presence of a fully articulated appendicular skeleton supporting limb buds. In 2004, fossils of Tiktaalik were discovered that showed the transition of this clade to becoming land-dwelling animals. Coelacanths, lungfish, and tetrapods are the only extant examples of the point. What group of bony fish?
Osteochondrites.
No, name 2, that are contrasted with the ray fin fish.
Sarcopteryans.
Say it again?
Sarcopteryans.
No, name 1. time. We're going for lobe fin fish or sarcopterygii, which is slightly different. Okay, 25-minute score check. This mathematician names a New Frontiers Prize awarded yearly by the Breakthrough Prize Award. With Roya Beheshti Zavara, this mathematician wrote elementary number theory challenging problems. This mathematician, who linked dynamical systems and topology to the magic wand theorem, also worked on Tiebreaker theory and is best known for her work on homogeneous spaces of Riemann surfaces. No, me too. For the points, name this Canadian mathematician. Yes, just getting it in. For 4 points to Sammy. Okay?
Scores are correct.
All right. Okay. Okay, toss 26. James Hall and James White Dana created a now unused explanation for this process called geosyncline. Synkinematic events take place as part of this process. Leopold von Buch classified this process as an event by marking the times between the oldest undeformed rock and youngest deformed rock. Creating belts in the crust, convergent plate margins are the site of the point. What process in which a plate rises?
Subduction.
No, big two. Which a plate rises upwards to create mountains. That's good for 3. Toss 27. The dynamic variety of this quantity can be measured by placing material inside of a rotating cylinder, while another method involves tilting a box of particles. This quantity can be approximated by a relationship stating that the coefficient of static friction is roughly equal to the tangent of this quantity. No, 2. This quantity is measured at 40 degrees for ashes. Yes, just getting in for 5. 28. This process can be modeled using the Polanyi potential theory, which typically applies at higher pressures than the Brunauer-Emmett-Teller theory. A model for this process calculates the fractional occupancy of a as a ratio of volumes of gas and is called the Langmuir isotope. Adsorption is correct for 5. Okay. Scores are correct. Okay. All right. 29. This person was nominated for the Nobel Prizes in Chemistry and Physics. He combined 49 times but never won. This physicist, the namesake of the element with atomic number 109, codenamed the element protactinium. Make 2. After escaping Nazi Germany, she helped demonstrate that barium. Micro is correct for 5.
Oh, that's not bad, yeah.
Okay. 30. 3 types of this ratite are extant: the northern dwarf and southern or double wattled species. This animal appears on the coat of arms of West Papua, and one of these animals, which was being held in captivity, once fatally attacked a Florida man with the nails found on the innermost toes of its 2 feet. One of these birds kicked a tourist off a cliff in its native southern hemisphere range in 2012, and like the related emus, cassowary is correct for 5. Okay, that was 30, so are we good?
Yep.
Okay, 5 to go. Toss up. In a debate, this philosopher disputed Thomas Kuhn's emphasis on scientific revolutions for creating a 6. Toss 32, 4 to go. This mission was able to observe line-like features called tiger stripes on enceladus. 6. Toss at 33. Dirac cones within this substance produce the chiral half-integer quantum Hall effect. When 6. 2 to play. The plot thickens. Verify the scores, please.
Just a second. Yeah. Sammy's up to 35. Sean at 33. Nick on 23.
How many toss left?
2. Okay. Scores correspond?
No, we still gotta get Sammy up to 35.
Sammy has 335.
Yes.
So now we're ready to take.
Okay? Quiet, please. Focus. Block players, 2 to go. Toss up, 34. An axiomatic system is complete if every one of these statements is also a theorem. One of these statements is represented by a double turnstile symbol indicating it is a logical consequence of the empty set. The statement P or not P is the simplest. Say it again. Neg 2 is the simplest example of these statements, which include the law of excluded middle. Contradictions are the opposite of these statements, since they always evaluate to false. For the points, namely compound logical statements that are always true by virtue of their logical is correct for 4. We have 1 toss-up remaining. Good luck, players. 35. Rough and smooth strains of a bacterium in this genus. 6. Very well played, final. We do have a tie break. So the score correspond Okay. All right, so folks, this is for 8th place, just to Suganda and Darsh. Good luck, just the 2 of you. Remember, in tiebreaker procedures, names do not hit you either if you need a correct answer. Toss it. This technique relies on the chromophore 7-hydroxyphenoxazone extracted from lichen species like Procella. Congo red and methyl orange can substitute for the main compound in this test, which changes color at pH 7. Azolitmin is the key component in this classical acid-base indicator that turns substances red or blue. Yeah, litmuses. Anything with litmus is good. And the score so,
Yeah, we had.
no, I believe that's it. That's good for 8. We did 9 players and there were 2 tied. Minus 2 response is good for 8. Good for 8. Yeah, okay, all right. Incredible match players. It always is a treat to read this. Good luck on your future Nobel Prizes. But for now, we have awards, and we'll bring the banner over so we can get some photos if you wish. Take the academic bring over. Okay, congratulations. Our youngest player in the field, 9th place to Darsh. 7th graders, folks. Pretty cool to hang with. We'll see you at middle school nationals next month. In 8th place to Suganda Moore. 7th place going to Jay. Congratulations. Western Oregon. Great to see Western back in action here at Nationals. Former National History Bowl National Champion School. Next up, Sabine. In 5th place, we have Andrew. Congratulations. In fourth place, congratulations, we have Nathan. In third place, we have Amaru. Very, very quick aside, Amaru got the cassowary toss-up. That is the only toss-up that I explicitly wrote for the entire weekend. It's a tradition that I write one toss-up where the answer line is a bird for the National Science Meet. In third place, we have Sammy. Great job. And your national champion from Innovation Academy, you'll never think of strep the same way again. Great job. Congratulations. All right, out of the science frying pan into the history bowl fryer. But what? 3 rounds to go. Congratulations to all the players in the National Science Meet.